Knowest thou, my people, that even the word from the Most High God, yea, would come into this congregation this night, yea, would come into this gathering of people. Yea, I, the Lord thy God, doth look down from heaven to see the sin, the corruption, the unholiness, the ungodliness doth dwell upon the face of the earth. For these be the days and the time of the coming forth of the last days, saith God. These be the times of great distress, troubles, upsetnesses shall be in this day and in this hour, yea, that you do live. For the time of the end, yea, for the stench of all things, the abomination, the corruption of mankind, yea, the producing of the flesh has come up before the Lord thy God. And as it was in the days of Noah, as it was in the days of Lot, the Lord did look down upon sin-soaked generation of that day and that time. Even so does the Lord God look down from his holy habitation once again upon the face of the earth. Yea, the Lord does see how that man would run to and fro from place to place. Yea, does search out and seek after pleasure and peace within himself. But knowest thou that no peace, yea, can come forth through the manifestation of the flesh. Yea, they may come forth pleasure and sin for a season. But all these things shall come before the Lord thy God, thy Maker. For the Lord shall judge all ungodliness, all unrighteousness, and filthiness of the flesh. Yea, for this be an evil day, saith God. Never has it been anything compared to this day since the days as it was before the flood, as it was before the days of Noah. Yea, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage, even to the time that Noah did enter into the ark. Yea, the waters did rise to cover the face of the earth. Knowest thou that the Lord thy God did spare a seed, will replenish and multiply the earth, even from Noah, the seed of Noah. Yea, and the generation began all over from the time of Noah, saith God. Once again, man began to multiply, replenish the earth. Yeah, but the Lord looked down after a space of time and looked down in the days of Lot and see the sin and the corruption, the ungodliness once again of man. And once again it repented the Lord that he had made man. But the Lord in his wisdom decided that he would destroy the inhabitants of Sodom and Gomorrah. This might be as an example unto those that should live afterwards, saith God. Yea, but it is time that come forth, yea, from the destruction and the judgment of the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. Man did seem to straighten his life out, straighten himself up some from that great judgment. And it looked like once again that man was after the heart of God. Things seemed to be going up as they should for a few years. Yea, but then after this, once again, man began to lean to the armor of the flesh, begin to invent evil things, yea, to begin to seek after pleasures once again. Yea, and the time of sin did prevail once again upon the face of the earth. Yea, the Lord seen the wickedness, the ungodliness of mankind. The Lord said that it would come forth, yea, in the person of the Son, God being manifested in the Son. Yea, and the Son did come forth, and He did walk and talk and preach, teach, prophesy. Thus saith the Lord to that evil generation. Yea, evil men and seducers, it waxed worse and worse. The Lord did send forth chosen men, chosen vessels. The apostles did come forth. In the days of Jesus Christ, the apostles did come forth, and they did go and preach the gospel of the kingdom, the good tidings and the good doctrine of Jesus. Yeah, and many did hear, and many were saved and healed and delivered during the coming forth of the days of the apostles did walk upon the face of the earth. Many were saved and healed and delivered and set free. The gospel did come forth, yea, from the upper room, the Holy Ghost. Yea, from Jerusalem the gospel did go out to the four corners in every direction that day. But time did continue on, and the years did pass. Man once again began to invent, have evil thoughts, and his mind would be stayed on evil continually. And once again man did corrupt himself. In the day and the time of the hour, from the time of the apostles on down to your present time, saith God, evil men and seducers have waxed worse and worse. Even so it is in the 20th century that you live now. Yea, you put all these times together. Yea, you put all these evils together from all the hundreds of years gone by. Yea, and these but be a small thing compared to the evil that does rest upon this generation that you do live in, saith God. But knowest thou, my people, hear ye and hearken and believe and receive that the Lord once again doth raise up his messengers, holy men of God, to send them forth with the last message for the last day, even to preach unto the last hour to this wicked and ungodly and this cursed generation. Hear ye and hearken and know ye that the Lord thy God, yea, doth begin to get ready to release his judgment upon the face of the earth. From one end of the heavens to the other, one end from the earth to the other, the Lord, yea, to prepare to send forth his judgment. And even these wicked nations, even these atheist, ungodly, unholy generation that say there's no God, knowest thou that even these atheist, ungodly, communistic forces and powers doth plot against you even this very night, saith God. For their plan is take the world over, conquer every nation, country, island, sea. Knowest thou that they're out to conquer the waters, the seas, the oceans, saith God. Yea, for they that began to send forth their ships into the waterways and the seas. Their plans is to surround all nations. It's not communistically minded, saith God. Even this great, terrible, tragic thing that's happening in Iran, saith God. Hear ye and hearken and know ye that this is communistic forces and powers, this mastermind, even the capture and the holding of these hostages, been masterminded by a communist leader. Hear ye and hearken and believe, thus saith the Lord. Even this so-called is supposed to be religious leaders, saith God. Yea, he doth not believe in the true and the living God. Yea, he did not recognize or reverence the God of all gods. Yea, the God that created the heaven and the universe. Yea, he did not recognize the God of Israel. And hear ye and hearken, my people, and know that there be one God. Yea, and it be the Lord thy God of Israel. Yea, this be the God that you must be acquainted with. This must be the one that you must repent to. This must be the God, yea, that you accept the blood of Jesus Christ from this eternal one, saith God. For this be the only God. Yea, the Lord thy God. He's God of all lords and God of all gods. So hear ye and hearken and believe and receive, saith the Lord. For it shall come to pass, whosoever shall hear this word and believe and receive shall be saved. The gospel of the kingdom has come forth to all nations. Over 150 nations upon the earth, saith God. Little nations rising up and falling overnight almost. Presidents and prime ministers and leaders being assassinated and killed one right behind another. Yea, was it not prophesied and forespoken, even the words of Jesus in Matthew 24, concerning these things that would come upon the face of the earth? Mark 13, did he not speak? Luke 21. Was it not forespoken? Revelations from the beginning to the end of Revelation, did it not speak? Did not John that was on the Isle of Patmos have the vision of things that was past, things that were present, yea, and things that were to come? For even John did see down to the consummation of all things at the end of time. Yeah, and it was revealed unto John. It was the only Isle of Patmos, things that was unlawful for him to utter, things that could not be spoken from that time. Yea, but the Lord once again in the last days of the time of the end, the Lord is rose up, predestinated and foreordained, even before the foundation of the worlds and the creation of the earth, saith God. It was predestinated and foreordained that men should come forth and messengers of the Lord and would have a message like unto Elijah. Yea, men with anointing like unto Elijah and Moses, men that would prophesy. Thus saith the Lord, as Isaiah and Jeremiah and Ezekiel did foresee and forewarn and prophesy of the things that would come to pass in the ancient of days and ancient of time. Even the things that Amos did see, even the things that Daniel did forewarn of concerning the last days. Hear ye and hearken, know ye that the coming forth of the fulfilling of all these prophecies, from the prophecies of Abraham all the way down to the prophecies of Malachi throughout the Old Testament, saith God, and even the coming forth of the prophecies of Jesus Christ and the prophets that was in the days of Jesus, and those that did come forth after Jesus to bring forth, thus saith the Lord, to that generation and to forewarn of generations yet unborn. Even so it shall be in the last days, saith God, that the Lord thy God shall once again raise up holy men of God that shall come forth and speak not their own words. Yea, they shall not bring forth by their own wisdom, but they shall speak by the wisdom and the knowledge that cometh from the Lord God Jehovah. Oh, hear ye and hearken this night and believe and receive that the Lord is mindful of his people in this generation that you live. Yea, the Lord doth love a people. Yea, the Lord doth have an elect that's going to come come forth and be called by his name. So get you in, saith God, and believe with your whole heart, and hold you back nothing, but surrender your all under the words that they'll come forth and believe and receive, thus saith the Lord. And ye shall be kept during the hours that's ahead for the Lord thy God to turn loose, even your enemies that shall be turned loose against this nation. Woe be unto your America because of your sins and your ungodliness and your corruption, saith the Lord. But hear ye and hearken, my people, for out of the midst of all this, yea, the Lord shall raise up and bring forth the people that shall be conformed to the image of the Son of the living God. Yea, they shall be my people, and they shall walk forth in righteousness and holiness, and whosoever shall come against, woe be unto the man, woman, yea, that does speak a word against my anointed one, saith God. Yea, for you have signed your own death certificate for the Lord thy God. Ye shall let nothing hinder or hold back, thus saith the Lord. For the word of the Lord shall come forth from the east to the west, and from the south to the north. For the time of the end is upon you. Oh, hear ye and hearken, even to my message this night. If you be a wise people, you'll believe that the Lord does speak even through this message this night. Yea, for be one of the chosen ones that the Lord has predestinated and foreordained before the foundation of the world to say, thus saith the Lord, in these end time, in these last days. Oh, hear ye and hearken, and ye shall be kept. Reject, and ye shall be rejected. For the Lord does speak and send forth his word. Hear ye, my people, and believe. Great shall be your troubles. Yea, your weather has been forespoken concerning the weather, how the weather pattern would be confused, how in the places where it's supposed to be warm it would be cold, places where it's supposed to be cold it would be hot. Yea, let this be as a sign unto you even this night, saith God. Yea, for you've moved over in your month of April, yea, and your May is close by, but your weather is as a fall day or winter day. Knowest thou that all these floods, all these rains and all these whirlwinds and tornadoes and things that's come forth, yea, the Lord doth try to get the eyes of the people opened up. Yea, the Lord doth begin to warn the people to open your eyes and your ears and your heart unto me, and know that greater destruction than this is coming, saith God. For even that derailment up the railroad track, even from the very place of you that hear this word this night, knowest thou that you could have been killed? Knowest thou that the Lord thy God could wipe out whole communities and settlement by this derailment, saith God, this train derailment? But the Lord thy God did spare. But hear ye and hearken and believe that the Lord thy God doth know about you. Yea, the Lord thy God can bring you forth, or the Lord thy God can let you slip on by. Oh, receive ye, thus saith the Lord. For the word that the Lord does speak and send forth by his messenger, know ye and hear ye that there's not one word that shall fall to the ground, but every word shall come to pass. Yea, all the prophecies that's been forespoken, yea, shall come to pass. It shall be according to my word, saith God, that you shall soon hear the death of the Shaw, for the Shaw's days is numbered, and he don't have long to live. Woe be unto you, dictator, Almighty, for his days also are numbered. Hear ye and hearken. Call ye upon my name, saith God. Yea, I'll hold back, I'll rebuke the devour for your sake, if you'll trust me. If you'll pray unto me, my people, even a few people in America that still loves me, if they're joined together in unity, in one mind and one accord, and begin to bombard the heavens and cry out to the Lord God Jehovah, knowest thou that the Lord, yea, will give you a few more days that you might get your loved ones in, that you might get your wives and your husbands and your children and your grandchildren and your relatives relatives and your kinfolks and your friends. But it all depends on you, saith God. It all depends on your dedication. It all depends on your consecration. It all depends on your separation from the things of the world. Hear ye and hearken for the Lord thy God. Yea, to send forth the word, even through his messenger this night. Call ye upon my name. Let it begin from your heart. Begin to cry unto the Lord thy God from your heart. For the Lord doth know the desires of man and woman and children. For the prayer be a sincere desire of a person's heart. So the way to pray is begin to meditate. Let these things sink into your ears and into your heart, saith the Lord. Then let your heart begin to cry out. And when your heart begins to cry out, then your voice will come forth, your words. Yeah, and you begin to pray by words, by your voice, through your mouth. For as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. So begin to search out your own heart. Begin to pray out of your heart and say, Lord, is there anything in my heart that's not right, that's not pleasing in your sight? That is, remove it. Take it away right now, Lord. Let the Lord hear the prayer from your heart. Mean business with God. For the Lord doth love his people. Believe ye and receive, and ye shall come forth. Yea, ye shall be kept. Think it not strange, my people, concerning the fiery trial that you just come through. Knowest thou the soldiers that shall be ready for battle? The last days must go through the fire. Yea, the Lord doth train his people as soldiers are trained. Yea, you must be able to stand the test, the pressures and the powers of Satan. All the wiles of the devil that come out against you, must get victory and power over these things. For the Lord doth make up his army. And the Lord doth call forth his people. And only the brave shall stand in this battle. The weak shall not make it. Don't get you strong, except God. Some will say, how can I become strong? The Lord. Yeah, the Lord is thy joy and thy strength and thy victory. Look unto the Lord, and the Lord shall strengthen thee in thy weakness. The Lord shall raise you up. He shall make you to be a brave and a bold soldier. When all those around you standing against you, and when they stand against that you believe in, to come against your confidence, your faith, your confidence in the man of God, your faith in God. Yea, and when Satan would say unto you, throw up your hands and forget it all and quit, for what's the use? But if you lift your hands unto me, saith God, and call upon my name, knowest thou that I be your present help? Yea, was it not forespoken through my messenger that even in the midst of the storm, even in the midst of the turmoil, the spiritual waves tossed to and fro by the spiritual storm, knowest thou that you shall obtain peace even at that time? For the Lord shall be with his people during the midst of the greatest storm that come forth. Believe this, and ye shall make it. Receive this, and ye shall survive. For all these things that are determined by the Lord thy God to come upon the earth, knowest thou, and even in the midst of it all, the Lord hath released his blessings upon his own. For the time has come, saith God, that the righteous shall be blessed. For it shall take the blessings of the Lord to keep the righteous, but ye shall be sustained if you'll trust in me. If you'll look unto the Lord, you shall be kept. The grocers has become so high that saying you can't get enough of money, or the man will have to work all day long. It'll take every nickel or dime or dollar or whatever he makes to feed one person himself. With time shall get so bad that a man shall have to work all day just to get food for his own self. But knowest thou that the Lord will keep his people? The Lord will sustain you. The Lord will furnish your table in the wilderness. The time when it looked like that you're not going to be able to live and survive any longer, yea, the Lord will speak to his own. Yea, the Lord doth know where the game is at. Yea, the Lord doth know where the rabbit's den is at. Hear ye, receive wisdom, my people. Yea, the Lord doth know where the squirrel does nest. The Lord doth know where the bird doth nest. The quail. The Lord doth know what water doth hold the fish that feed you. The Lord doth know the tree that would drop the nut. Yea, the Lord doth know the tree that would bear the fruit to sustain you. You shall be led by my Spirit if you'll trust me. If you'll believe me, I'll keep you. When the evil arrows of famine come upon you, saith God, I will keep my people. I will preserve a seed for my glory, for my honor, that the inhabitants of the earth may know that the Lord God doth reign in the heavens, and the Lord doth care for his own. Doubt ye not. Remove fear from your hearts. Let your fear be a reverential fear of the Almighty. You shall be kept. For the Lord, from the going forth, even of this night, will begin to smile upon the sincere. Yea, the Lord will begin to add, you shall see. Yea, you shall see that the Lord will begin to add even food that you would need to survive. The Lord can put it in your backyard. Yea, the Lord can bless you with yearlings and calves and bulls and things of beef of this nature. Yea, the Lord can bless you with the fowl that would feed you that day and that hour. For the Lord care for his own. The Lord have a place to keep his people. For the time, find your place and begin to make your preparations and prepare yourselves for the great outbreaking of all the calamities and judgments soon to be released from the Almighty. The time is now to begin to make your preparations. Find your place, pray. Yea, the Lord doth have a place for his people. Satan would try to make you doubt, not believe that you'd be able to find your place of survival. But yea, the Lord doth love you. Remember, if the Lord be for you, who can be against you? So trust me, my people. Hear ye and hearken, for great shall be the calamities and the judgments, the murders and the suicides, and the muggings and the robberies that shall come forth in your major cities. Yeah, it shall even come forth in your smaller towns and little cities. You shall see the unemployment begin to rise soon, saith God. Hear ye. Believe that the Lord has sent forth His word by His messenger this night. Oh, child, look and see His things is going to get better. But let this be a sign unto you. Man would think everything is going to level out. Everything is going to be all right. Everything is on the upward trend and upward go once again. Knowest thou that the time of man's judgment doth draw nigh? And the only way that you're going to make it through these days ahead of mass destructions and judgments is to lean to the Lord. Blessed are the ears that's privy to hear this word. Blessed are the hearts of those that receive and believe. For the Lord has seen the faithfulness of those that's gathered, even this congregation this night. Yea, there be a few others. Yea, that also in their hearts they do stand with this message. They stand with this word. The Lord shall keep those also. For they all not be in this gathered this night, but the Lord doth know each one that doth trust in Him. The Lord shall keep those that would look unto Him and believe, thus saith the Lord. Hear ye, my people, to hearken and believe that this is your message. Believe that this is your word that were to come forth. Sustain, you should be kept. The Lord would speak once again and say, woe. And He would say, woe. And then He would say, woe. Even 3 times. Even 3 times the Lord would speak, woe, 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 beyond the man stand against His messenger and His word. You shall see it come to pass for the Lord thy God. From the going forth of this word soon it shall come to pass. You shall see things begin to come upon those that spake against. And those that openly declare the word of the Lord to be false, woe be unto them. The Lord shall bring His swift judgments upon every mouth, upon every tongue, upon every voice, and spoken against His messenger, the word, the anointing. Woe, woe, woe be unto you, saith God. For the Lord does stand up for His own. Was it not forspoken? The Lord did say, touch not His anointed, and do His prophets no harm. Hey, and be wise. The Lord drop His word on your word of wisdom. Get you behind this work, this church, this move, the move of the Lord, this man, this messenger, this reaper. Yeah, get you behind it and believe that this thus saith the Lord. And ye shall come forth and ye shall be kept. You shall survive. Reject, you shall be damned. That's thus saith the Lord. Unto the ears of His word this night. For the Lord has spoken. Believe. Receive. For the blessing that doth come upon the messenger of the Lord shall come upon those that stands with Him. Yea, ye shall not be able to get away from your blessings, for they shall overtake you. And when you go out, it's the word. Yeah, if you knew anything about my word, you would know that even this spoken to you now has happened. And the word of the Lord, the Bible, even so the Lord is God, and He changes not. The Lord is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And He never changes. And the Lord is not going to leave this people or this generation without a word. The Lord is not going to leave you without a watchman on the wall. The Lord has rose up and sent forth and placed his watchmen. Yea, there be other watchmen. You shall see, you shall know, and you shall hear. For the Lord has set his watchman on the wall, and they don't know what's coming. Yea, the eagle's nest has been stirred, for the eagle has flew to its nest. Yea, he doesn't see what's a-coming. The seers that know and the seers that see. Be wise, my people. For the Lord has spoken his word.